Recording in progress.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, salam, welcome everybody to MACFEST 2026, to a truly international event, the Afghani Women Artists. Amazing 4 women artists from Afghanistan will be talking about her work, about their work, their inspirations, the life. And this is an event that we host every year with different Afghani women artists, and this is not the first time that we've got Professor Dr. Raphaelle Beecroft hosting this event. And also, this is not the first time that we've got Chris Sacarabany as our chief guest on this event. We're saying hello from France, from the UK, from America, from Germany, from Afghanistan. We would like to know where you're sitting in the world, where you're watching us from. So please drop a hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching us from. And if you have any thoughts, any comments, or any questions, also put them in the chat or in the Q&A portal for us. Right, someone is saying they've got a really bad echo. Can you hear me okay? Okay, it should be fine. It might be something on your end. I'm not sure why that is. Anyway, let me just quickly introduce our host. So last year, Raphaelle was working in. Just a moment. Let me just quickly find the bio. Okay. So we know Raphaelle as the doctor professor from Karlsruhe University from last year, but now she's working somewhere else on a different university in Germany. She's now based in Koblenz. So very quick message to all the artists that are watching us all over the world. MACFEST has something called Muslim Artists Network, and we offer international events for artists. The first event is on Zoom, so you can watch it. You can find it on MACFEST Eventbrite, and it's on the 30th of July. It's a panel with artist and calligrapher Samir Malik. So now, Raphaelle is a junior professor for English teaching at primary school. Her research focuses on democracy, education, and fostering multilingualism. She's very much engaged in international collaboration, both virtual and in person. She focuses on how English as a subject can remain meaningful and relevant in a digital and globally connected world. Her work explores how children's encounters with English can enrich classroom learning, how language awareness can empower young learners, and how multilingualism can be valued as a resource. Right. In her teaching, she supports future English teachers in becoming confident, reflective, creative, and inclusive practitioners. And she integrates virtual exchange formats to connect students with peers in other socio-cultural contexts. She's committed to strengthening internationalization, expanding cooperation, and blended mobility opportunities. I think you're perfect, Raphaelle, for today's event. Over to you.
Well, thank you very much for the lovely introduction, and I am absolutely honoured to be hosting this webinar today, which is a part of MACFEST's commitment to supporting and hosting Afghani women artists to provide them with a platform, with even an annual platform. So this takes place every year to showcase their creativity and their excellent work, and to provide also a platform for their voices and to hear about their lives and experiences as artists, as women in Afghanistan. So today we're going to hear from and see work by 4 artists. We have Behishta Habibi and her sister Fariha here, who is going to interpret as necessary. We have Husna Nafisada, we have Sarah Mirshahi and Farhat Dibawalizada here today. And they all live in and around Kabul. So before we start, I'm going to say a little bit about the structure of this seminar. So each of the artists presenting today is going to have about 10 minutes to present their work. And within that time, there'll also be the opportunity to ask questions that are directly related to their work. And you're all very welcome to do that in the chat. And we'll be keeping an eye on the chat to see what questions come up. And after 2 artists have presented, we will also have the fantastic opportunity to meet our special guest today and sponsor of this event, Chris Sacarabany, who will then also say a few words between the presentation of the artists. And then we'll go on to the next 2 artists. And then afterwards, there'll be room for a more general discussion and question session if you have questions about the lives and experiences of these wonderful women artists in Afghanistan. With no further ado, I think we could go over to the first presentation with Behishta and Fariha, her sister, as an interpreter. So yeah, over to you, Behishta.
She shares not only her personal journey, but also the hopes, strength, and resilience of many Afghan girls whose voices are too often unheard. Today marks her first opportunity to present her artworks to an international audience, and she is sincerely grateful to the organizers of this festival for providing such a meaningful opportunity. Before the changes in Afghanistan, Beheshta was a great 10 student and with many dreams for future. When girls and women were no longer allowed to continue their education, she was forced to leave school because art has always been her great passions, and continued her education at an art institute to study traditional Afghan miniature painting. Unfortunately, the institute was also closed, bringing another chapter of her education to an unexpected end. Despite these challenges, she never gave up. She continued painting at home with the limited resources available to her, believing that creativity, hope, and determination can never be silenced. Today, through her artwork, she represents not only herself, but also countless Afghan girls and women who continue to dream of learning, creating, and sharing their talents with the world. Her collection reflects resilience, hope, and the enduring spirit of Afghan women. It is now my pleasure to introduce her artwork, beginning with the first pieces, the Silk Road. This miniature painting is inspiring by the historical Silk Road, the ancient network of trade routes that connect the civilizing cultures and ideas across Asia and centuries. The trigonal composition represent the meeting point of different worlds and cultures. The flowing blue rivers symbolizing the continuous journey of life and the exchange of knowledge, the tradition, while the windows, pots, and the trees reflect this diversity of landscapes and the many communities that flourish along the Silk Road. The birds represent freedom, hope, and the sharing of stories across borders. Create in the traditional Afghan miniatures style. This artwork combines the delicate brushwork with vibrant colors and meaningful symbolize. And another picture is artwork. This artwork titled "Mother's Embrace." This miniature painting is dedicated to the mothers of Palestine and the ancient children whose lives have been profoundly affected by war. At the center of the composition, a mother embraces her child with love and tenderness, symbolizing unconditional love, protection, and resilience, even the most difficult circumstances. The red drops surrounded the future represent blood, loss, and silent tears of countless families. The empty space within the composition symbolize absence, grief, and the memories of love, one that can never be replaced. Created in the traditional Afghan miniature style, this artwork combines delicate brushwork, thoughtful composition, and balanced design to express deep human emotions. Rather than portraying violence directly, it invites. Okay, another picture is the another picture is traditional Islamic architects and rich traditional of Afghan miniatures painting. In creating these pieces, Beheshta Habibi focused on the geometric patterns, floral motifs, and balanced colors. These are among the most important elements of traditional Islamic art. These designs are not only the covers, but also symbolize harmony, order, and spiritual beauty. The golden dome is the central focus of the composition. It represents light, hope, and dignity, while the blue tones symbolize peace, wisdom, and the endless sky. Every detail has been painted with great care and patience, following the techniques and separate of traditional Afghan miniatures painting. Through this artwork, Beshta Habibi honors our artistic and cultural heritage and reminds us this traditional art, traditional. And this traditional art continues to inspire people today. She hopes viewers will not only admire its colors and patterns, but also appreciate his history, craftsmanship, and deeper meaning behind every part of the artwork. And another picture, madam. Okay, this artwork is meaning. Give me a minute. Whirling in the light. Now I would like to introduce an artwork by Beheshta Habibi titled Whirling in the Light. This artwork is inspired by the spiritual tradition of Afghan miniatures painting and Islamic art. The composition features a whirling dervish standing within a scarred arch surrounded by floral aerobics and geometric patterns. In Afghan miniatures painting, every element carries a symbol and symbolic meaning. The arch represents a passage to the inner world. The golden background symbolizes divine light, and the floral and geometric design express harmony, balance, and the endless journey of the soul. Through this artwork, Beheshta Habibi explored the human search for peace, love, spiritual unity with the Creator. The whirling dervish symbolized this spiritual journey, while his open arms represent surrender freedom, and the continuous search for truth. With this painting, Beshta Habibi combines the visual language of traditional Afghan miniature painting with a spiritual message, and her purpose is to show that true beauty is found not only in colors, patterns, and decoration, but also in the silence connection between the human heart and the divine. And another picture is okay. I think finish this, and thank you all for your time, attention, and kind support. We are truly grateful to the organizers of this festival for providing this valuable opportunity for my sister, and to all of you for appreciating Beshta Habibi's artwork. We hope this painting have shared a message of hope, resilience, and the beauty of Afghan miniatures art. Thank you very much. Thank you for your kind attention, and
Well, thank you very, very much, Vahishta and Farhiha, for having presented as well. I think you've achieved exactly what you said you wanted to achieve in us. Absolutely moving and beautiful. We've got a couple of comments here where we're wondering how small the miniatures are, because must be very complicated, difficult to paint such intricate, small designs. I don't know if you'd be able to say anything about how big your paintings are.
yes, you are welcome, madam. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm just seeing also, we asked people to write where they're watching from. We've got Leeds, UK, we've got Germany. Yep, keep the places coming so that we can really see where everybody is watching from. We can see this is a very, very international webinar. London, we've got as well. Berlin, fantastic. Okay, right. Then Manchester got as well. I think then we could now move on to Sarah Mishahi's presentation. Now, think unfortunately Sarah has been encountering difficulties joining us today, but she did record a presentation for us that goes with her artworks. So I think we can start with this one now.
Hello everyone, hope are you doing well? The all. In the name of Allah, I am Sarah Mishehi, a hand embroidery artist, sketch artist, economist, and trainer with more than 4 years of professional experience in heart embroidery, skills development, and women's empowerment. My passion for art began during my university years, where I discovered a unique way to combine hand sketching with embroidery, inspired by the beauty of traditional craftsmanship. I started creating artwork by blending sketches with colorful threads, beads, sequins, and meaningful handwritten words on canvas. During the final 2 years of university, I spent my free time practicing and refining these techniques, gradually developing my own artistic style. After graduating, I began my professional career as an embroidery trainer, where I trained women and girls in a wide range of embroidery and artistic techniques. My training extended beyond basic embroidery, teaching participants how to create realistic human sketches, embellished with threads, beads, and sequins, as well as floral embroidery designs, decorative beadwork for clothing, and other creative embroidery techniques. My primary goal has always been to equip women with uh, practical skills that enable them to earn an income, become financially independent, and build sustainable livelihoods. Currently, I am working as a life skill trainer at HealthNet TPU INGO, where high facilities life skill training for girls and women will continuing. To teach creative embroidery and artistic skill. In this role, I support women's personal and professional development by helping them strong essential life skills, build self-confidence, and uh, income generating abilities through art and craftsmanship. As you can see in the picture, these are all handmade by me. The first sketch is about hope, uh, hope for life. I hand stitched this piece as creative therapy to bring peace and calm to my heart during a very difficult time. I used different colors of threads with shining flecks into the piece of heart, hope in English, and umid in Dari language, and brightness sketch. The second piece shown in the image represents the warmth of inner light and is inspired by the Pashto word for brightness, spelled in delicate sequence. And mother, I hand stitched this piece with deep love and gratitude to honor my mother who brings warmth, protection, and beautiful grace to our lives. And success. Inspired by the press, success is a decision I had crafted the space to remind that success is always a personal decision. The blooming light bulb and butterfly describe how a single choice can spark beautiful grow and make our dreams come true. And beauty sketch. I had staged this flower piece to show how structure and nature come together to show beauty and roses. And life speech. I had staged this piece to celebrate the beauty of life, which is written here as Zindagi in sparkling sequins. The bright flowers and crystal show that life can bloom beautifully even in a dark canvas. And woman, I made this piece to honor the strength and love of woman. And books sketch. I created this piece to show the joy of quiet reading. It represents who books and learning can take us to beautiful new worlds. Thank you.
Wow, I do. I wish Sarah were here with us so that we be able to tell her how absolutely amazing she is and what amazing work she is doing also to empower women in Afghanistan. So thank you, Sarah, from all of us, even though you can't hear us. As we can see in the chat, someone's written very heartwarming, and that's exactly what it is with these universal themes that you show in your embroidery. We've had a couple of requests wanting to purchase the art here and also to connect with the artists. And as you can see in the chat, you can send requests to hello@macfest.org.uk, and those requests will be passed on as possible. Okay, right. I'm just seeing if there are any more comments. Not right now. We do have and more people writing about where they are from India as well. So really all over the world. Wonderful. Then we've already come to the end of the first two presentations for today. And as I said, in my introduction, now is actually the time to introduce our chief guest for today, a champion, as I said, sponsor and friend of MACFEST, Chris Sacarabany, who will say a few words in a couple of minutes. But before that, I would like to have the honor to introduce him as well. So Chris Sacarabany is a strategic advisor focused on interfaith engagement at both grassroots and governmental level, as well as focusing on global partnerships and philanthropy. And he brings over 15 years of experience in intercultural and interfaith program management and serves as an executive director of the Foundation for Ethnic Understanding and, as I've said here, as an advisor to MACFEST as well. Chris has led and supported major international initiatives, including organising the first ever global conferences bringing together imams and rabbis. So these conferences are called the World Congresses of Imams and Rabbis for Peace, and they're pioneered by the Foundation Hommes de Parole. He's also worked as a consultant with UNESCO and is also co-executive producer of the award-winning documentary Nobody Wants Us. So this sounds absolutely fantastic. Chris, I will hand over to you. Thank you.
Dear Dr. Beecroft, thank you so much for your kind introduction. It's a pleasure for me to join you all today for this special program. And first and foremost, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to MACFEST, to the Muslim Women's Art Foundation, to my dear colleague Kaisra Sharaz, Katarzyna, you as well, and everyone for bringing together this important conversation, celebrating creativity, resilience, and the enduring power of art. There's few words that resonated with me throughout the presentation. One panelist was saying that the painting, the stories through the paintings expresses deep human connectivity, deep humanity, and deep human emotions. Another one in a presentation, I noticed the word creative therapy. And I think I would say the success of MACFEST is especially with this program because that offers again an annual platform to and a unique window also to Afghan women artists so that they can be cultural ambassadors of their country today. It's because that's an annual platform that gives the voice to people who, most of the time we think that dialogue is in conference rooms. And here again, we see that there are other venues and art is one of the most powerful of them. Why? Because sometimes it goes beyond words. And again, emotions, and it goes beyond words. And I would like just again to congratulate MACFEST and each and every one of you. And a special thank you for our artists here, because again, their creativity is not only an expression of beauty, it's an expression of hope, courage, resilience, and a call to remind us about our shared humanity. So after my comments, I hand over the mic to you, dear Raphaelle.
Thank you very much for your comments. And I think the word courage is one that stands out here in what you've said. And we will go on to our next courageous female artist, Farhat Diwa Walizada, who will present her work now.
Hello everyone, I hope all of you doing well. I'm Farhat Diwa Walizada. I'm 22 years old and today I'm here one of the artists on MACFEST, Afghani Women Artists, and it's a pleasure to be one part of MACFEST event, and thank you from all of MACFEST team that created such a event for all of Afghani women. I have been working art about 3 years, and I know different types of arts, or I am familiar with different types of art, including tasheeb, miniature art, fashion illustration, calligraphy, and oil painting. And today I just prepared 4 types of my artworks for representing in this event. The first picture that I presented in here is tasheeb and calligraphy, which is the combination of it is an Islamic art, which is the combination of calligraphy and tasheeb. I worked in this artwork about 2 months, and it's very famous in Muslim countries, including Turkey, Iraq, Indonesia, Afghanistan, and other Muslim countries. And it's a great way to write Holy Quran sorry, in a beautiful way. And next one is my second picture, which is nature painting. I created this canvas in 2 months, and I created with oil painting colors. And the concept beside of the concept between this picture is relaxation in nature and harmony in nature. And also horse is the symbol of lack and happiness in our culture. That's why I decided to draw such a painting. And yeah, and the next one, the picture that I created is about Bande Amir painting. I draw this picture in a competition, in an art competition, and I won the third place. And the reason that why I choose to uh, draw such a painting is that Bandemir is one of the tourist attractions places in our country, or in our Bamiyan city. So I decided to draw such a beautiful place, and I use different types of colors, and I combine them to create such a painting. And yes, it's a very um, amazing place in our country. The next one is Tashib and miniature art on clay dishes. That during learning miniature art, we learned how to create and design Tashib and miniature art on clay dishes. And I did it in different types of dishes, including plates, caps, pots. And today, the picture that I choose, I did it in 2 months, and it's the Kabe Sharif picture, and that designed by different shapes, rectangular shapes of Tashib. And it took 2 months for me. And at the end, I really thank you from all the MACFEST team that considered Afghani women in such a situation. And my goal is not to do only work in art fields. My goal is to learn and grow in art fields, and to show my opinions, our cultures, and our ideas to all the world. And thank you once again for giving me this chance.
Thank you so much, Farhad. We have time now for some questions. If you would like to write them in the chat as well, because Farhad is here and can answer questions. Maybe I can ask again the question that we had at the beginning about the miniatures. How big are the plates that you paint on?
They are in normal size, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
measure them, but they are in normal palette
Yeah.
that my father created them, and I painted them
Oh,
in
wow.
miniature art.
So your father
Yes.
created the plates?
Yes, ma'am. He do it as a hobby in his
Oh.
free time.
Oh, fantastic. And then you paint them so intricately. Wow.
What a great collaboration.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
We've got a question here. Can we see the first slide again, please? And yes, they are delicious dishes. Yes. I think maybe, do you mean this slide with this one with the calligraphy?
Yes, that's even calligraphy.
Wow.
Thank you, ma'am.
And what is it something specific that's written on there?
Yes, it is Holy Quran that I wrote it, and it is very important because it is the holy book that in our religion. So it is holy for us, and we must appreciate and respect it all the time. So we put it in such a beautiful designs, and we hook it in the wall or rooms.
Wow. Yeah. Wonderful. Do we have any more comments and questions for Farhad? What is tezhib? You said it's a particular kind of art, right? A particular. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, ma'am, of course. Tashib, that the previous picture that you showed was Tashib, that it was a set of rectangular shapes with different shapes and flowers and leaves that we created in a normal and in a measured size. And then we will full it with calligraphy or with miniature. Miniature is the pictures that do with different brushes, and it took different times and need different focus and too much time. But Tashib is the picture that we saw before, and it is one of the Islamic arts that's famous different in different countries.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Great. I'm just having a look at the chat again. Someone's written amazing as well. Absolutely. Okay, I think we can now go on to our fourth presenter today, who is Hosna Nafisada.
Okay. Where is my slides? Okay. Hello. I hope are you doing well. My name is Hosna Nafisada. I am 29 years old and I graduate with a degree in civil engineering. I have a deep passion for drawing and painting, and I have been working as an artist the past 8 years. In addition to my work, the field of art, I have also worked in the field of engineering, civil engineering. After completing my society, my career, I have going experience in various sectors relating to both engineering and painting. To do take a certain situation in Afghanistan, I'm currently working as a teacher at private school while continue my work as an artist. This is artwork is title name is Orange. This is artwork is shows respects the beauty of the autumn season and the contents blessing of Amaling Allah. It reflects how beautifully the leaves and trees change their colors, creating and breaking landscape that remind us of the wonder of Allah creation. Another slide. You can show another slide. Okay, this painting is Spring and Winter. The title name is Spring and Winter. This is artwork property, the beauty and humanity of nature created by Almighty Allah. It's separates the unique moments when shoe covered moments and lush green trees can exist together, reflecting the richness and discovery of creation for the contents gifts of nature and remind us of the beauty and perfection of its creation. Thank you. Another slides. Okay, this is two picture. Now, in right hand is a tree. I work in a private school for teaching children. It's just for teaching children English alphabet, and I show my arts in the wall and in the hand. section is my it's my work. The title name is Ocean Waves, the waves of the sea, beginning and deep season of peace and tranquility to human heart, the sound of the weather and light of sun, and inscribed reflection of creation, reminding us of how beautiful, amazing Allah has created the world. This is hard work experience, the harmony and magnificence of natural and courage used to application of the concept blessing of its creation. Another slide. Oh,
Did you want to say something about the slide with the
I
sunset
don't know
and the island?
which slides. I cannot show.
Would you like to say something about this slide? Oh,
That's suns and that's plum. Another slide.
the one with this one here, the one with the sunset. Yeah.
Yeah. The title is Suns and the Dead Plum. The suns is one of the great things of Allah's wonders and beauty. This artwork reflects the peace and wonder found in the natural at the end of the day. The date plum also creates a special scientific in the Islamic tradition and symbolize life, blessing, and realization together. The glowing sentence and the plum tree remind us of the beauty of Allah's creation and endurance as a reflects on His constantly. Finally, I would like to say that all of my painting are spending by natural every time. I paint and inspecting, I am reminded of how beauty, how much Allah has a great universe to hate my hard work. I try to experience my admiration for the beauty of nature and my creation for the countless blessing of His creation. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very, very much, Hosna. That was lovely. And I'm just having a look in the chat to see if there are any questions. Got a wonderful sunset, says someone in the chat as well. I've just got a quick questions. Are those landscapes? So you've got the sunset, you've got the alley with the autumn leaves, and you've got the mountains. Are these all places that you've seen, that you've been to, or are they places that you've come out of your imagination, or that you've been inspired by seeing photographs or other paintings of?
My photograph is not well, while my painting is very well.
So is it, yeah, but are they places that you've seen? So maybe they mountains in Afghanistan, or are they other pictures that you've seen and that you've been inspired by, or are they sort of real places that you've seen with your eyes?
The photography I painting in photography I painting.
Okay, okay. Thank you. I'm just having a look, see if there are any more questions directly for Hosna. No, they don't seem to be. So I think now we can go on, well, to the last part of this webinar, sorry, not a seminar, a webinar, which would be the sort of general discussion, general questions. So if you have any questions about anything that we've experienced over the past hour, or any questions that have come up about the topic, and the different topics presented, or also about the lives of our women artists from Afghanistan, please do write them in the chat, and then we can see who would like to reply to the questions. And we've said that if people don't feel comfortable replying, that's absolutely fine, but we'll just see what comes up. I can also see there's an interesting discussion coming up in the chat about the actual title of this seminar. So I think we're going to take all the different inputs with us, and then we'll decide on the title then afterwards, and talk to our director about it. Just having a look to see if there are more questions. Not then. I have a question for Farhat, because Farhat, are you still there? Because I think you said in your biography, and I think you told me before as well, that you also do fashion illustration. And I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about your work there.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Yes, I know about fashion illustration. I designed too many clothes by myself, in just as in a picture, in a paper. And also me and my sister created a fashion brand by the name of Bachtak, and it's recently created uh, online shop, and we create different types of clothes, and we will uh, uh, I forgot the word, and we represent them to different customers. And yes, I learned it on Coursera and also in Afghanistan. This
Oh, wonderful. And I know you're also an environmental engineer, is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
My major is environmental engineering in Kabul University.
And I think for those of you who studied sort of an engineering subject as well, maybe a general question for everybody, for you as well, Farhat, as well. How do you connect your artistic work to your sort of engineering work? Is there a connection there, or are they two separate areas?
In fact, I think they are in separate areas, ma'am, because my field in the university include different majors like math, chemistry, biology, and different fields. But art is different. But I'm really interested in arts because by them we can take a relief, we can describe our thoughts and express our experience, emotions, feelings, cultures. So everyone must learn a new art and enjoy your free times with them, and beside of learning a major in a university, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That was really, so I was very curious about that. I don't know if anyone else of you who studied a sort of scientific engineering degree, if you want to say anything about that, or how you see the connection between the different fields. Okay, I can see we've got another question here. I'm not sure who this question refers to. How do they get inspired to draw the Star of David? but I'm not sure whose artwork this relates to. Okay. I'm not sure if there seems to be an answer for that right now. It was in the second presentation, so that would have been
Yeah, it was the
Sarah.
embroidery. Yeah, it was not a full Star of David. It was kind of like 3/4 of it. You could see, like the Merkaba star. I don't know if that was Hope or can we see the presentation one more time, Hajra?
Oh, right, here. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so there is another one. There were two artworks with that shape. Yeah. Not this one, but there was one more later. After that. No. Oh, this one.
Yeah,
that-
with here,
one,
there's this
yeah.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because that shape is present in many cultures historically, and you know, I know it as Merkaba star, but some people know it as the Star of David, and also, you know, sometimes it's a different name depending whether it's flat or three-dimensional. I wonder if our other artists would know the name of it in your culture, maybe a completely different name to call it. That shape. Oh, hang on. That was two rotating square, wasn't it?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So it's actually, yeah, Merkaba has less corners. It's fascinating, isn't it? How we know the shapes from different cultures.
That's something that we could ask Sarah if we get back into contact with her. What was the meaning of the shapes that she wanted to bring into her artwork as well?
Raphaelle, I'd like
Yes.
to ask a question.
Yes, please do. Please do, Kashmir.
We love hosting Afghan women artists. I will make sure we say the right term, Afghan rather than Afghani. It is our commitment from MACFEST to host them each year, provide Afghan women artists a platform to showcase their work and a platform for visibility and to really enrich our festival with their amazing work. And today has been absolutely superb. The quality of the artwork, the variety, the detail. And then on top of that, as I told the ladies, the presentations are so polished, beautifully done. And remember this, their English is incredible as well, mashallah. So hats off to all of these women. But we have to remember these women are the, how shall I say, the lucky women who have had the education, who have got the means for technology and obviously access to English language, and they made it to us. We must not forget thousands of women who are not in that sort of situation. So this session is in honor of those Muslim Afghan women who are disadvantaged. So we need to keep working towards supporting those women, providing them help, whether it's with education or creativity. And we're delighted to do that. And as Chris earlier said, this is one of our key panel. I'm committed to it as a woman, as a feminist woman, as committed to creativity. And this is our annual event. And we're absolutely delighted to host them. And of course, Raphaelle, you've also been on this journey with us, hosting for the last 2 years. So I'd like to hear from you. What impact has these panels been on you in terms of giving you an insight into the world of our Afghan women artists? But my question, last one, is to the artist. I'm a creative person myself. I write my novels, and I need. There are moments when I'm inspired to do something, but I want to know when what inspires the women? When do they work? How do they work? Just give us a little bit about their working life. Is it in the evening that they paint, or is it in the morning? Where do they buy their paints from? Do they have a little space for their artwork? And what inspires them for the theme? So there are many questions in there, but we love to have a little discussion on that. Thank you so much. Raphaelle, first you. What do you think? What impact this has had on you?
Yeah, I think thank you, Kasia, and I think it's fantastic that you've got this structure, that you have people sort of from outside, from very different sociocultural contexts, coming in to host and to work on the panels, because that creates exactly what what I really love being in, this sort of exchange with people from different backgrounds. And I think that working here has shown me that I have sort of maybe ingrained sort of beliefs or things that I think for some reason that have come from somewhere, and that this panel has really opened up to me that there are so many possibilities, and that so many individuals doing absolutely amazing things, also in the face of a lot of adversity, and that it's and also amazing that with sort of studying and art at the same time, I think it's just very, very much opened my eyes to how amazing women are, and how amazing you are, in Afghanistan. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Raphaelle. And also a question to my dear Katarzyna, who works with me on the MACFEST. She has had tremendous experience. Katarzyna, you want to say something about this panel yourself? What impact has this had on you? I know you're always talking about it's another world for you and how you've been affected by it. So it's lovely for us to hear about the impact on you as a person coming from Poland.
Well, I'm honored to be part of it and to see how some people who meant to, they really find their way to art or different art forms. Doesn't matter how difficult it is on the outside, when it's there in your heart, it doesn't bring you money, it doesn't bring you status, and you still do it because you love it. So it's just so fortunate that now through this festival, they can actually show, what they're doing and what's in their hearts and how they see the world. Otherwise, probably not many people would be able to see those works.
Yes, precisely. Thank you so much, Katarzyna. Back to you, Raphaelle, with the question to the women.
Yes, exactly. So I think Kasra was asking about what does your professional work look like? Where do you do it? Who do you work with? And I think Hosna, you said you work at a school with your art. It'd be really interesting to know what your daily life, your daily interactions with art look like. So where do you paint? Is it at home? Is it in a studio? How do you get in touch with other women who might like to paint or create art generally?
They will have to unmute themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Bahista, would you like to answer that question?
Painting my sister Beshta, when she was in painting in free time and miniaturing and Tasib working in free time, and she when changes in Afghanistan, she did not come to school, and she painting at home. by herself.
Okay, so for you, Behishta, it was painting at home by yourself. Yeah, maybe you can tell us what made you want to paint, what gave you this enthusiasm for painting, this motivation for painting and miniatures and all your artwork.
Our family is very motivations Behishta, and our sisters also very motivation her, and she is very talented girls, and unfortunately when education banded with government work banded and she unfortunately not going to school. I also motivation her to work hard and do her best.
Excellent. I want to ask Behishta's sister, who taught art? I mean, where did art come from in your family? Was it from school? Was it from home? Where did the inspiration for this artwork came from?
In our family, she is only painting. She is only miniature and tazip and we and I'm a teacher in a school, and I'm not talented in painting on miniature, and she is very talented in miniatures.
MashaAllah. Any other questions?
And we've got now, I think we've got a specialist in the audience who explained to us what we've been pondering on before. This shape in the second presentation that we've seen on 3 pieces, the 2 rotating squares. So this is an octagonal geometric motif. It should not be confused with the Star of David, while Star of David is a 6-pointed symbol. And that's exactly why I thought about the Merkaba. And that is associated with Jewish tradition. The 8-pointed form is a recurring geometric element in Persian and Islamic art, often symbolizing balance, harmony, and the relationship between the earthly and the spiritual. There we go.
I think Husna might want to speak now. Please, Husna, do share about your creative.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear
Hello,
you.
we can hear you. Yes, yeah.
Husna, speak. We can hear you.
Because my network is have a problem. I again join. I don't know what you can say.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
I don't know what I can speak.
Oh, okay. We were wondering about how you, got into art and where you do your art. So if you create your art at home or in a studio, where you get your materials and what your motivation is for creating art.
My creating art is oil color, and I work in gallery.
So you work in a gallery and okay.
And sometimes I work at home, and sometimes I work when I free time.
So
I work at office because I'm teacher at a school.
what do you
Painting is
teach?
my hobbies.
Okay. What do you teach?
I teach for primary.
Mm-hmm. Wow, fantastic.
It's not very fantastic.
It's
I'm
not very
engineer
fantastic.
now
Okay.
because I'm engineer and the society of Afghanistan is not good.
Okay.
I'm teaching now, but
Mhm.
uh, original field is engineering. I love engineering and painting, not teaching.
Okay. I understand. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In terms of theme, Farhat, what inspires you to do the painting that you do?
Hello, ma'am. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for your question. The reason from childhood I was interested in artworks and art fields, but I hadn't the chance. But when the regime that changed in our country, and it's about 5 years that women's and women's are and girls are away from education and occupation, I decided to first start miniature art and the real case is that I wanted to share my idea, and when I wanted to start learning miniature art, my family said it is not an easy art, so start painting. But I said with myself that I must learn this art field, so I started and I learned about 2 years this artwork uh, academically, and when I finished it I start calligraphy, painting, and then fashion illustration one by one during these 5 years. So right now I'm very satisfied that and happy that um, it was a great decision that I made, and I'm really interested in different arts as well, and I hope that I inshallah, if I find the opportunity, I will start doing different artworks as well.
Thank you so much, Farhat. I mean, one of the things that's impressed me most in this panel is your competence in English is excellent.
Mm.
Absolutely. I want to know more about this. Was this before the Taliban took over your country? Were you always good speakers? Did you learn this from school or college or university? Or are women still able to learn languages and other form of education? Just share with us, please, if you can.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Before even I finish school, I started learning English. But even right now, I am continuing learning English, and I have too many online classes through online communities. Yes, even right now, there are lots of. Um, how should I say? There are lots of present classes in our country that women and girls can go and learn English. So there is no any problem for learning English, but I also tried a lot to speak English. So I think however, my English still is not great, but I try my best to learn it in a great way. Thank you for your great idea and for your great perspective about my English level.
No, you're all superb, mashallah. Well done to you all. We're really proud of you girls. Absolutely wonderful ladies.
Thank you.
Okay, I think if there's no more questions, it's nearly time to wrap up, but I want to promote two of our events that are coming up to our wonderful audience. Those of you who are new to MACFEST, welcome to MACFEST 2026, which is now ending at the end of this month. Those of you who are faithful to us, for example, I know Oslem, she's always there. I know Iftihar Sarwar is always there. Ida is always there. Naima Khan, a dear friend from Leeds, she's always there. And many other, and Bung, he hasn't put it in. He's Yvonne. He's sitting in Jakarta, ladies, sitting in Jakarta, Indonesia, listening to you ladies. He's there in every single event. And all the other people, and my family, Sajda, my sister-in-law, you're all amazing. Thank you for supporting us. Please do hang on till the end of this month. First, I will plug tomorrow's event. We have an amazing event all the way from Australia by James Trevane, who's Muslim, academic, and he's talking about AI and creativity. I'm an author. I produce books, novels. These ladies produce artwork. What will happen to our work in the world of AI? And that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow lunchtime, 2 o'clock. On Tuesday, we have a very special event, which is not to do with art and culture. It's something that I'm particularly interested in raising awareness about. It's about the Bosnian genocide that took place 31 years ago. I'm one of their community champions, and every year I organize a memorial event. It's in the evening, 6 o'clock UK time. So I don't know if some of you can join us. Please, please do join us. Time for you to listen to the stories of the families who left. And Nazira is our survivor host. She came as a 29-year-old, 9-month pregnant. She's still here in Manchester, one of the first people I met. I taught her English. They had their first Eid in my home. And it's their stories. And then we have a special chief guest, Professor Akbar Ahmed, all the way from New York, who was there filming, going as a Muslim. He was a filmmaker going through Europe, recording the lives of Muslims. And then suddenly he got caught up with the Bosnian War, and he's got a lot to say about this. So if you have time, please join us wherever you can. If you can't make it at that time, it will be live streamed, it will be recorded and sent over. The following week, we've got 2 more, and Katarzyna, my dear Katarzyna, will share more. We have an author all the way from another country, and she will finish our 2022 festival. It's been a great year, 6 months of every weekend we have devoted to this festival, and you have joined us. So I'm really grateful to our attendees from around the world, and I want to thank you personally before I hand you back. So Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you to our special dear Raphaelle, who been hosting this event for the last 2 or 3 years, and she loves doing it. And Katarzyna in particular, she's been hosting every single panel with me, and she's the face of MACFEST, who welcomes everybody in. So back to you, Katarzyna.
Thank you so much, Kezra, for coming online for us. Yes, so Raphael, thank you as always for wonderful hosting and holding the space. Thank you also to the person in the audience who was kind enough to shed some light on the geometric shape today. We really appreciate all your contributions and all your questions on all our events. So just as Kezra said, we will wrap up this event, this festival, on Thursday, 30th of July with Muslim Artists Network event, the Creative Forum, with Samir Malik. If you're interested, you can go online. If for any reason the Eventbrite says if sales ended, we always extend because we want as many people on the event as possible, so you can all watch it. And then also I'd like to invite those people from the UK, and I've seen we had quite a few in the audience today, to visit the oldest mosque in the UK, in Liverpool. It's the Heritage Tour on MACFEST to see the Abdullah Quilliam Mosque on Saturday, 15th of August. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you on another event.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kashra, for hosting us today.